It's always a good idea to challenge your status quo. How often you do it will vary. I would recommend at least every 6 months. But I'm just going to give you a quick example of someone who's done that and seen some really positive opportunities that they're already taking advantage of. So when challenging the status quo, there's a useful little model just to apply to the different aspects of your business. Consider the big numbers and the big things that you do and think, if I was to grow this more, what impact would that have in this element and the overall business? And then exactly the same logic for what about if I introduced something new or built something new or reduced it or even took something out of the business altogether? What impact is that going to have? So just the example I want to use is a building maintenance company that does a mix of planned and reactive works. And I'll use the business model map just to apply this logic, and looking at customer segments only, this particular business gained some real opportunities. So we did a bit of analysis, and when we broke it down, the reactive only clients, so the works where they've pitched up and just done a spot fix, were all loss makers. Where they had integrated works and the mission of the client was to reduce long-term costs and to eliminate faults for the benefits of the building users, they did really well. It fitted their culture. Adding to that was when they did a staff survey, there was a lot of frustration around the reactive only works. There was lots of repeat visits, lots of hassle. The bulk of their phone calls came from these works. So not only were they not making money on it, it was making people unhappy and contributing to a higher churn of both engineers and office staff. Also within there was a little niche, which was private rental work. And that was really profitable and had grown significantly in the last 5 years. And there was much more opportunity to grow that. So very simply then, the conclusion was, well, what happens if we remove the reactive works and grow those private clients? And applying it to their business model, well, actually from a revenue point of view, in terms of not reducing the overall revenue, it wasn't going to be a problem because the big market was still there for the large multi-building owners who had that one-stop desire. But the private rental landlords, there's massive potential. They'd never focused on that. By focusing on that, they could more than offset the reactive maintenance works they were getting rid of. From a revenue perspective, bear in mind it was loss-making anyway. The knock-on effect of that was there was less tendering because the private rental landlords weren't tendering the work. It was done off quotes and spot rates. The tendering work was outsourced through an estimating and bid management company. So that reduced their reliance on them and the cost of that work. But the big win was actually the opportunity to reduce the churn of those multi-skilled engineers, because that was impacting productivity and was a big cost to the recruitment side of things as well. So looking at this financially, there were savings in the partner element from those bid management costs, recruitment savings, again, from significant productivity improvement, not having to skill people up and get them used to their way of working, and also the elimination of the loss-making jobs. So hopefully that's been useful to you. This is the first in the series of short videos that just gives ideas from what other people have done to improve their bottom lines. So my name is Nick Riley, Bonafide Support Services. If you'd like to discuss any aspect of your business, please do give us a call or get in touch using the details provided. Thanks.